Hi guys, Mr. N. We're moving on, Unit 2, first lesson, Foundations for Properties of Real Numbers, converting improper fractions. We talked about this in class. We covered whole number, mixed number, improper fractions. We did a few examples. Let's do a few more problems. How about number 6? Okay, I'll give me a second here. Number 6. Navy blue should be fine. Okay, number 6 says convert 23 over 5 to a whole or mixed number. Well, 23 over 5 is nothing else but 23 divided by 5, right? Now 5 goes in 20 evenly and will go in 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 out of 23, right, will leave me with 3 as a remainder, and that will be over 5. And this is your mixed number for 23 over 5. Let's try another one. How about number 3? I don't know if you covered that in class. I would do it again, right? Let's use red for it. I have 33 over 6. I need to divide, right? 6 goes in 33 5 times. 5 times 6 is 30. If you take 30 out of 33, you will be left with 3 as a remainder, and that will be over 6, right? That denominator stays for your part, for your fraction part, and that's it. Okay? Do more practices. You have plenty of problems in your book. Go for it. Next topic covered today was factors and multiples, right? What is a factor? What is it? The number that divides into a given number without a remainder, goes in evenly, right? Multiple is basically the product of that number and another whole number. We were using division again to find if certain number is a factor. That's one way to go, and let's see a few problems here. Okay, let's go back to that blue. I think we covered 1, 2, 3. Let's try number 4. Okay, how to find if 15 is a factor of 100? Well, one way that we'll learn in class will be to basically divide 100 by 15. Okay, but before you divide that, what do you guys notice? Each one of them are divisible by 5. So basically, I can write my 100 as 20 times 5, and I can write my 15 as 3 times 5. Why am I doing this? It's going to make my life easier. It will be easier to reduce my simplified fraction, because now 5 and 5 are canceling out, right? So basically, the question is it 3 a factor of 20? What do you guys think? Does 3 goes evenly in 20? No, right? So the answer here will be no, because after you simplify, 100 over 15, you get actually 20 over 3, which will not divide evenly. 15 is definitely not a factor of 100, and we are moving on. All right. How about number 10? Is it 4? Is it 10,000 a multiple of 4, which backwards could be like, is it 4 a factor of 10,000? Well, some of you will say yes right away. Some of you will say, I don't know, but we can find out, right? You can just go ahead and divide that 10,000 by 4. You remember that, right? One way would be this one, right? Like I said, to divide. And you start with the first. 4 doesn't go in 1, 4 goes in 10. 2 times 4 is 8. You subtract 8 from 10, that will give you a 2, right? You bring down the next 0, and then you ask if 4 goes in 20. 4 goes in 20 5 times, right? 5 times 4 will be 20. 20. If you subtract, you get nothing, right? Which tells you that if you bring down the next digit and you check, 4 goes in 0, because right, the next digit is going to be 0. 4 goes in 0 0 times. 0 times 4 is 0. 0 out of 0 is 0. You bring down the next one. Basically, you just add the 2 zeros to your 25, because that's going to happen here. So 10,000 divided by 4 is 2,500, right? Well, that's one way. Another way is to think about ways in which you can break that 10,000 into factors. And 10,000 is nothing else but 100 multiplied by 100. Now, if you think about each one of these 100s here, you can write every one of them as 4 times 25, right? Next 100 is also 4 times 25. And the answer is right there, because obviously 4 is a factor of 10,000, which means the answer here is yes. This is just another way to solve it. You know, this was the first one. Yes, indeed, 10,000 is a multiple of 4. And we're moving on. Today in class, we reviewed evaluating expressions. This will be important for Unit 2, right? Unit 2 deals with number lines, with comparing expressions, with properties of real numbers, and so on. We're going to get to each one of them at a time, one at a time, right? But let's do one easy problem before that, or one, you know, may not be that easy, but we're going to make it easy, right? How about problem number 10? Problem says evaluate the expression a times a plus 1 everything squared when a equals 7. What do you guys remember? When you have to evaluate an expression, you will substitute, the value of the variable with the given number, 7 in this case. Your expression now becomes 7 times, right? 7 plus 1, everything squared, don't forget about that, right? Equals. Now, you need to use PEMDAS here, right? PEMDAS rules. PEMDAS is the queen, or PEMDAS is the king. Order of operations, you will do parentheses first, which means your expression now becomes, you work with the parentheses, right? That will be 7 plus 1, which is 8. Do not forget to square that. Next, do I have exponents? Yes, I have. What is 8 squared? What is 8 squared? Come on. 64, right? Then you have 7 times 64, which should equal, or equals what? Well, 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 6 is 42 plus 2, 44. If you don't believe me, you can do it, the other way. 64 times 7, you multiply. 7 times 4, 28. 7 times 6, 42. Make sure you add that 2 from your 28, right? And that gives you also 448. It must be the same answer, because otherwise there's a mistake somewhere. Okay, that's one way to solve problem number 10. How about another one? I don't know. Let's do 14. 6v squared minus 2v times 3 when v equals 2, right? Well, whatever you have v, you're going to plug in 2. And you have 6 times 2 squared minus 2 times 2 times 3 equals. Order of operations, parentheses, I don't have any exponents. Yes, I have 2 squared. Let's do that. 6 times 2 squared is 4. Okay, minus 2 times 2 times 3. What is next? Multiplication. I'm going to multiply everything here, right? 6 times 4, that would be 24. Minus 2 times 2, it's 4, right? 4 times 3 will be 12. Last operation, subtraction. 24 minus 12 Okay, I hope this helps you with the quiz and with the next lessons. Please come to Class Connect. Please watch the recording if you're absent. Don't forget about the Khan Academy. Don't forget about the videos I'm posting here. Everything is for you guys to get better, to be awesome. Thank you. I will stop now.